Hey guys, this is going to be a 24 Spires commentary. Shouldn't be too long of a video, but I'll go over all the important stuff. We'll start with the route. We do G1, G2, and Goliath 1 all together. This is our less pull. We have our mage solo kick the Goliath, and then me and the hunter rotate on Castigator 1, and the rogue gets Castigator 2. Once everything dies, we chain the Goliath into G3. Then we go over here. We do G4, and then we go the Pride, and then we do G5. Then we do... I think we do these two together this week, but on Sanguine Week we paralyzed Skirmisher 1 and then killed all these Ether Divers and then did G8 and G9 together. And then we go over and we do G7 and G6 on top of Dark Praetor 1. And then we go over here and we do all of this together, and that's our second lust. Also, we get Pride here. We do Pride there, and then we do this big lust. Me and the hunter rotate on Goliath 4, and then the mage and rogue rotate on Goliath 3. Then we do G4 after, or G13 after. Then we go over here. We do G14. You can skip this Pride if you want by killing the champion last and then invising after all the shades are gone. We end up doing that later this week. I think that's a good idea. But after that, you use the spear on this whole pull. You do it all together. You do the spear, and then you do G17, and then you do G18, do the Pride, and then boss. This is your next lust. We walk all the way over here, do G31. We focus Justicar 4, and then we shroud to the boss. We do the boss, and then we go up and do Lakesys, and then Astronos, and then Lodos. And then we go, I'll draw really quick. We go right here and skip the Pride. We spawn the Pride right here, and then we skip it. Then we do the boss. Alright, let's jump into the video so you guys can see. So we start here. I gather all this up. I save my taunt for the Goliath. I grab aggro on that. The hunter gets the right kick. I speed taunt it in. Pop my Ox. Pop Bone Dust Brew and start spamming Purifies. I get the Burden kick. You don't want to kick Dark Lash. The hunter kicks Dark Lash. I sweep the Forsworn heal channel. And then I will ROP the next Burden cast. Pretty sure. We stun it, I pair it, and then I taunt it. And then we focus the Goliath down to break his shield. We chain it up here. We rotate kicks on the Castigator. Make sure you guys get the weapons. Get stops on this. So the way you want to stop the Forsworn Mender is, I'll play it back. So you want to let the cast go off. So you see this cast, you wait till the cast finishes, and the channel starts, and then I ROP. That way, if you do it before, he'll just recast it. And you don't want to use interrupts on anything with the Castigator. You use stops on the Mender and then interrupts on the Castigator. Fast forward is basically the same thing. It's pretty much just a repeat of the first pull. Except there's only one Castigator, so it's easier. Spinning crank kick on pull. Wait till it's all grouped together, then kick smash. We rotate kicks on the Castigator. This is my kick. I had leg sweep and then I kick. Mage kicks the Goliath. Fast forward, these two die and then the Pride spawns, and then we cleave off the Pride. After this Pride, we do the boss. Tip for this boss is save your taunt until he crosses, so you'll see he'll cross soon. So after this, he'll cross, and then I position myself to get ready. Then I move. I don't have to speed taunt him there because he's keeping up on pace. This boss is pretty much simple. You just tank the bosses on top of each other. If you get charged spear, take it to the edge, away from potential paths of the pet. And yeah, that's it. We continue. This boss is really straightforward for tanking. It doesn't matter too much. The other two are a little bit different. Do we end up doing the para thing? No, we don't. We ended up doing it all together. So I tank in this corner right here. I Vivify to keep healing aggro. I make sure my back is facing the wall at all times. I save my ROP. I look for all their jump cooldowns. So you see, if you look at the nameplates, all 4 have the jump on cooldown, so I don't have to worry about them jumping away. And that means you're good to just sit there. You don't have to worry about them jumping. Also, the way these mobs work is their jump is backwards from where their back is facing. It's just like a disengage. So you can point the direction they're going to jump. So let's continue. One closer where their jumps are getting back up. I sit in this corner because I don't need to move. There's 1 jump. I ROP it in. 2 jumps. And then we have 1 jump left. That's 3. So I know I can do whatever now because I know they won't jump. And I just sit here and just tank them there. I LOS so that guy stops hurling. And then we go to the next pack. So a little trick for these Praetors is to spam Clash when they're about to jump. I don't know if I get it here, but I might. So right there, I'll play it again. He jumps, I hit Clash, and it yoinks him right as he goes, and the mobs stay stacked. We do this pack, don't be afraid to kite here, this pack's really scary. But yeah, we just kite this. Finish out the Praetor. And then we do Pride. The reason I drag the Pride on top of the shades there is so if anyone's like incidentally cleaving, they'll die, and I know that all of them are not on our rogue, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, we continue. This dies, and then this is our Lust Pole. This pole's pretty hard, so like I said, you want to walk around this pack so you see where it is. You want to walk around it so you aggro it as late as possible. Keg Smash to aggro it. I taunt on the one that I am going to kick, so me and the Hunter are on Star, the Rogue and the Mage are on Circle. So yeah, I get first on Star. I do it as late as possible. The reason you do it as late as possible is he has more time between his casts. We get that, we get all our kicks. I clash the Dark Praetor in. I outrange it so he doesn't jump away. The way these Goliaths work, so you see their energy, each cast of Fist is 50 energy. And the energy is taken away at the very beginning of the cast. So I look at Star, it has 70 energy, so it's only 1 kick. If you look at Circle, it has 20 energy left, so it's no kicks. And that basically just means you can use your kicks on whatever you want. Fast forward, this pack dies, we pull this pack, I do the same Clash trick. Helps group him up. And then you can place your ring in front of where he's going to jump. He'll always pick a DPS. He'll never pick you unless you're out of range of him. And yeah, you just place your ring before he jumps ideally, and then that's it. We kill these shades, we run. Remember, point the skirmisher to where you want him to go, so I'm pointing him towards that pillar so I can just drop him in whenever he jumps. I try to steal the weapon, because, you know, greedy. We do this, we kill the Pride. This is the spear pole, so the Hunter has the spear in our group. So you want to wait for the Ether Divers to be coming towards you here. So I'm going to play it. You see the Ether Divers are coming. It's okay to wait here. It's worth waiting. I roll in. Keg Smash first. Then Bone Dust Brew starts spamming Purifies. And then I get the Inquisitor. Our rogue gets the Goliath. I end up being a Pega and missing my kick there because I was looking at the Praetor. And yeah, it's a pack. It's really easy with the spear. Make sure you have cooldowns for it. We go into this pack. Same thing, just kill it. Nothing special. So the way the squad leader works is he'll always jump behind you if there's enough room. So let's see if I can point. So like right here, if you see where he jumps, it's always behind me. It's the same with the angels. If they do the jump, they always jump behind you. So you can always point it to whatever direction you want. Next pack we go. We CC the Inquisitor. I ROP the Dark Praetor away, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I ROP it towards us. And then we continue doing this pull. You want to focus down the squad leader, and then the Inquisitor, I think she's next, and then the Dark Praetor. Ideally. The Inquisitor ends up being last for us. It doesn't matter as long as no one's dying. We do this Pride. I want to go over how to tank this, how I tank this boss. So I start it right here, on the very edge of where we start. We wait for the Dark Stride. And then I think I put my Transcendence down. Yeah, I put my Transcendence down. So you want to get hit. So the way this works up is the knockback. Once you get knocked up, you can't get knocked up again for like 4 or 5 seconds. So you see I run in here before the Dark Stride. And I want to position him in the center of the old one. So here I position him in the center because whenever he jumps, he'll leave the ball where he jumps from. So he jumps, the balls are stacked, and then I tank him right here. And the balls are they're pretty much in sync. Like if you watch, like the lines are much more in sync because if you do it this way, and they're much easier to dodge. Then we'll do another Dark Stride right there. And I try to stack him again. I get knocked up, so I know this is the time that I can move it. I get knocked up again, and then they're stacked again. And then we just rinse and repeat. I see like they're not too out of sync. Get a little ribbon in my face, and yeah, that's the boss. And then we jump a little trick. I'm sure everyone knows this trick, but wait till the boss dies. You jump right as the angel's flying over you and click on it. This saves you like a couple seconds. Nothing major. Fly over. We skip the Hellion with Mind Soothe. You walk past. You can do it without Mind Soothe too by just hugging the wall. You walk over here. I pre-fleshcraft because I know I'm not going to get to do it any other time. Mind Soothe, jump up. We focus the right Justicar. I am getting the circle kick. So the way Force Confessions in this fight or in these mobs work is if you stun them, knock them, paralyze them, it'll stop the cast and they won't recast. So you'll see. Also, the Wardens do a thing called Blessed Weapons, and then you can belf those, same as the other weapons in this. The belf pick them up. I don't leg sweep there because I was paying attention to the dispel. But yeah, if I leg sweep there, it just cancels the cast. I ended up doing it on the other one, so that works out. We let a Warden cast go off. I paralyze the Force Confessions. We should finish this back off, and then we Shroud. So the way this boss works is if you stand inside of his hitbox, he will cast Charge Stomp off cooldown. If you do not stand inside of his hitbox, he won't cast Charge Stomp pretty much ever. And that way we phase him fast. Also, if you have the Fleshcraft or the Fleshcraft CC immune or Freedom, it makes you immune to Charge Stomp completely. Anything that makes you immune to movement and parrying abilities will work on that. I didn't fully channel my Fleshcraft, so I didn't have ultimate form up there, so I ended up not being able to CC it. Or being able to immune it, but that's okay. So the order of immunes here, I'm pretty sure we have our Hunter Turtle, the first one. Yeah, we have our Hunter Turtle, the first one, because our Rogue's Cloak isn't up, I think. Yeah, he Turtle's the first one. I'm gonna review this really quick. So the way we do it is we stack up. So the way he'll spell Q, let's go back to the very beginning of the fight. So you'll pull him, he'll do Purifying Blast first, and then Charge Smash. So you'll see he does Purifying Blast. And then he'll do Charge Stomp. And then he should do Imperial right after. Yes, so he'll do Charge Stomp, and then Imperial Ordnance. and then he'll do Purifying Blast again. Purifying Blast, and then Charge Stomp, and then he'll do another set, and then he'll Imperial Ordnance again. So Purifying Blast, and then Charge Stomp, and then he'll Imperial Ordnance again. And then he does this. And then we just do the same thing again. He'll Stomp and then Imperial Ordnance. He always does it after the first 2 spells on the first one, and then after 4 spells on the second one. So he'll do Purifying Stomp, and then Purify Stomp, and then Imperial Ordnance again. So you always know after 2 abilities on the first one, and after 4 abilities on the second one every time. The second one he doesn't phase, he does 4 more abilities, and then he phases. And then our Rogue cloaks this one, and then I soak the last half. And then that's it. It's the boss. This first angel is extremely straightforward. There's nothing special about this angel. You just tank him, move out of the frontal. So I'm just gonna fast forward through this one. There's literally nothing special to do. This other angel is a little bit more important. So we watch the Charge Spear. We bait the Charge Spear. So you see the pointed part of it is the very tip. That's where the lines are going to come out. So if you've ever done Dr. Ickes, it'll come out of his front, his left, his right, and his back. It's the same way with the spear. It's always the very front. The very tip of the spear is the front, and then opposite to that is the back, and then both the direct sides. So if you do that, you'll be able to find the safe spot every time. So you fast forward through this, you just find the safe spot, like as you can see. Like we're completely fine here. We just fast forward through this. You basically just find the safe spot every time. And then this angel you want Lust and Spear for. You want the spear to hit right as the Charge Spear cast is going out, ideally, to get the max amount of time that she's not casting spells. We don't do that here, but that's fine. I bait the jump towards the middle, so like I said, she jumps based off of where you're standing. It'll always go right behind you, so she jumps behind me. Again, just bait behind me. And you find the safe spot, same as the last angel. So like you can see right here, the tip of the spear is to my left, and then the to the right of that is the other spot. I walk and do it there because I should have ran forward, not to the right. We kill this angel. We skip. These don't spawn shade, so you don't have to worry about that. You have plenty of time to invis. We pull this boss. Make sure you cancel your invis pot before you pull, otherwise it'll reset the boss. So what we do here is we have everyone stack right next to the wall, and whenever she run through, she'll basically go nowhere. So you'll see she run through cast in like 1 second. She does run through, and she just doesn't go anywhere, basically. And this gives us like full uptime for the melee, and it's really nice. It gets a little more complicated for Forced Confession. Or Lost Confidence, sorry, it's Lost Confidence. So we walk out, the 2 people with Lost Confidence walk out, and then once you get dispelled, you move back in. And then we do the same bait. Easy peasy. Bait again. Yep, that's pretty much it. You just rinse and repeat that throughout the whole fight. Have predetermined sides. Me and the mage go left every time. And then you fire. See the pride fall off right there. Make sure you're watching her move, so I know she moved right there. So if I click on it, I wait till she moves, and then I fire. And yeah, rinse and repeat it the last time. We bait run through. Lost Confidence happens. I move forward in case it dispels. I reposition the boss. That's a bad bait. That's okay though. So what you want to do is you can reposition the boss to be pointing towards the wall. So you see how I have it? You can't really see because of the wing, but she is the way our backs are still to the wall is just in a different position. So it's right there, and she'll just go nowhere basically. Lost Confidence, you walk away. I bait because I know I'm not going to get dispelled for a while. I bait before I call don't dispel me till the bait, and then we walk out, he dispels me now. We keep baiting, we just keep rinsing and repeating until she phases. We have a bad bait there. Because sometimes you get bad baits as lost confidence, but overall you want to do this to keep up uptime. Rinse and repeat this phase. Also a little tip that we found out, if you're doing this with the pride skip, make sure you stay against the wall. The pride shows that it's gone, but if you walk over there, it's there. You just can't see it. Some people can see it, some people don't. So I'm watching her the entire time. I get the orb. I know she hasn't moved, or she moved like a little bit ago, and now I know she's gonna move again. So I wait till she moves, then I fire, and then we just repeat the phase. Easy peasy. Just keep baiting. If you have lost confidence, you walk away. We baited good. We have a good bait again. She goes nowhere. And yeah, it's the end of the key. It cuts off a little bit early, but that's okay. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I will put the link to the route in the bottom, and I will put my soulbind calculator at the bottom. If you want more, follow my Twitter and subscribe. And yeah, have a nice day.